Ian, I want to start with you on this. This seems like, if it is an issue that's entirely of Mikel Arteta's making, what do you think of what's happening with the Arsenal goalie situation?
Well, it's quite clear that Mikel Arteta has decided for the moment that David Raya is his #1 goalkeeper. Well, he didn't perform like the #1 goalkeeper. I don't think Ramsdale had done too much wrong, but he's lost his place. And I do believe that the incident I think we just saw with Raya and Alvarez closing him down, had that gone in the back of the net, and it could easily have done, Raya's going to lose his place. As it was, after that very shaky and nervy first half, he did improve a little in the second half. His handling and decision-making got better in the game. But, you know, we've even heard Arteta talking about maybe changing the goalkeepers within the game. That can't be a healthy position. That can't be right. I know Shaka Hislop, who's been on the programme, saying exactly that, is going to undermine the keeper. So I think they've either got two good goalkeepers or they've created a little bit of a problem. So I don't know. Ramsdale, I think, has been a little bit hard done by. What did he do wrong to lose his place?
They're getting results at the moment, not against Lons, who, by the way, David Raya got caught playing the ball out from the back. They lost the game. That wasn't the only reason, but it was part of it. They're getting results in the Premier League, including the weekend, not because of David Raya, not because of him, but despite him. Not that he's making huge mistakes, but he's taking more chances with the ball at his feet because he probably thinks he's better, and that's why it's in the team. But he also, and I don't think this is up for much argument, he does not have the command of his 6-yard box or his penalty box. For cross balls, set pieces, corners, free kicks, open play, whatever it is, does not have the command of Aaron Ramsdale. He's been caught, in the games I've seen him play for Arsenal, I've seen him caught several times, 2 or 3 in the City game, getting caught coming out for crosses and either misreading it or realise he's not getting there and getting away with it. The early chance from Man City was a case in point that eventually Nathan Ake put over. The cross comes in, he sort of starts to come out for it, changes his mind, they almost get caught out. It goes back to the thing we've discussed in here. Is he making a problem for himself by making this decision so early in the season against a goalkeeper who he perceives is not as good with his feet, and Aaron Ramsdale, but had a damn good season for the most part last year at making saves, cross balls, being a good presence in the goals? And I know all the stats are out there. David Raya saves X amount of percentage of shots and all that. Spare me.
Could you accuse him of tinkering?
Well, no, all I'm saying is it's a potentially creating... He potentially has created an issue with the way Raya is going about playing the game. That's all I'm saying.
See, the easy thing would be to say, well, if only you had 2 #1s. Because he was talking about, Arteta was talking about, well, why can't you make a change with goalkeepers during the game? You do it with outfield players, don't you?
I mean, there's 100 years of history that suggests you don't do that.
Right. So, if only you had 2 #1s. I mean, there's no question. If I'm Ramsdale, I am chapping his door the first chance I get.
Because he said form is going to be the deciding factor here.
100%.
Right.
So every single thing he's saying...
Have we seen enough from Raya that he should be sat now?
No, well, here's the thing. If you've got 2 centre-forwards and 1 centre-forward keeps missing sitters, then what do?
Yeah.
If you've got two #1 goalies and the guy who has the jersey is making mistakes... causing you,
I guess it's the extent of the mistakes,
and not only almost costing you the game.
He's kept a clean sheet against City.
But what he's doing is he's putting the jitters up his back forward as well. Because every time I pass the ball back to this guy now, I'm thinking I better make sure.
He's not dropping. He's not dropping him now because he's not. And I'm not suggesting he's been bad enough to drop. He hasn't been.
But you could make the same argument about Ramsdale that he wasn't bad enough to drop.
If you've got Ramsdale sitting there.
No, but
how do you justify it?
I'm saying not bad enough after 3 or 4 games or whatever it is since he's made that decision. Ramsdale was in the Premier League Team of the Year over a whole season. He might not be perfect, but let me tell you, he was damn good last year. By the way, he made some great saves during the year. Some great saves. This guy, to me, whilst he might have all the football presence of an outfield centre-half with the ball, I look at him and I think, shots at goal, strikes, put it in the corner away from him. He's not getting there. He's not big enough. Crosses into the box. Now, City, for all their part, Man City were not cute enough to know that they were not breaking down Saliba and Gabriel. There was no De Bruyne. That wasn't happening. You've got a big 6'5" centre-half. You've got a goalkeeper who isn't the biggest. How many crosses did City get into the box? Hardly any. So he got away with it to an extent. Look, it's a difficult discussion. Arsenal won at the weekend. They won the previous game in the league, I believe, when he was playing. They lost in France against Lens. Arteta's made his bed for the time being with this guy. All I'm saying is he looks more nervy to me, both on the ball and balls into the box, than the guy that's on the bench.
Frank, what do you think Arteta should do here? Should he stick with Raya or go back to Ramsdale?
Well, he has to be stubborn because he made a mistake, in my point of view. So he has to carry on with Raya. I mean, he got Raya because he didn't want a better goalkeeper. He wanted somebody who was better with the ball when they got the ball. And it's why he allows Raya to take so many risks, because he thinks that Raya is better with the ball than Ramsdale. He wanted a kind of a sweeper. He wasn't looking for a goalkeeper again. And therefore, because he made that decision, created a fragile competition between the players, because I think the players can get shaky and they know that if they make a mistake, they can be substituted. So for me, because he made that decision, he has to stick with it. Otherwise, he's going to lose all his credit on the decision he made. It doesn't make any sense for me. As Craig was mentioning, Ramsdale was the goalkeeper of the year last season. That was fine enough. But it wasn't what he wanted. I think he wants to copy Guardiola with what he did with Manchester, getting the right goalkeeper who can dictate the game from behind and be the first good passer. But you have to have a goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper doesn't catch any ball. I mean, the stat that you have below on the screen doesn't reflect what Raya does, because maybe the defenders are better now than they were when they started the season.